Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And in this video, we're going to be talking to you about, I want to tell my ex about my life.
You might have a lot to share.
Yeah, when you are going through a breakup, everything feels so important to you and you feel this overwhelming desire to need to share it with your ex. You're like, I have to tell them. I want to tell them this thing that's going on in my life. It's maybe some good news or some bad news, something. And it's so hard not to reach out and tell them what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Especially because this is likely the closest person to you or was the closest person to you. And so naturally, whatever new is happening in your life, you want to share it with them. Or if there's things that you've done or seen that you know that they would like, there's this sense of, oh my gosh, I want to share life with this person still. So it can be hard to be in a breakup and have all of these things that are bottled up that you want to share closely with a person that knows you really well and not being able to because now you're in a breakup and the relationship is over. So maybe it could be anything. It could be something good. It could be something bad. It could be a pet that's passed away. It could be getting a new pet. It could be finishing the achievement that you've been working on for a long time that you want to share with them, or maybe they've helped you through, like maybe they have helped you study for a big test and you finally passed after the breakup, so you want to share that with them. It could be issues with family, things that you had filled them in on that now there have been some changes after the breakup and you want to update them. Or it could just be something simple like maybe a funny meme that you know that they would enjoy, or a new game or a movie or something that perfectly matches their humor. So there are so many things in life that come up that are new. It can feel like everything is new after a breakup and when you're like newly single. And so you might have that urge to share with them and that instinct. And at the same time, you might be feeling that heavy ache of not being able to and having to sit with those things just on your own.
Oh, it's
enjoying
tough.
your achievements on your own, which are like, it's like, yay.
No, you really want to tell that. It almost feels like a meaningless achievement if you can't tell them about it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it could be something that you were working on so hard or that you've wanted for a long time or that you are really proud of yourself for, but not being able to share it with that person can feel like it takes away from it.
Yeah.
It can be really hard.
Yeah, and sometimes it's something like that you knew they were frustrated with you about or
That
unhappy
too.
about. And so you're like, well, now I've done this thing. I'm in therapy. I've changed. I'm better. I know now. You're laughing because how many times a week do we hear people talk about this, right? It's normal to feel like this. I get it. I know what that feels like. It's just that it's not going to do what you think it's going to do. Believe me, everybody has tried it a million times, and it just doesn't work like that because, at that moment in time, they're like, well, no, it's too late. I don't care about that particular thing. So you have to find a way to be at peace with not sharing with them and allowing it to happen when it's meant to, right? I really am a big believer in not trying to force things. Allowing things to happen naturally as they're meant to. That's far more likely going to help a situation than to try and force things by reaching out and let them know those changes or the things that you did different.
Oh, yeah. And we understand that this type of situation in particular can make you feel really lonely. And so other people might know you and love you and spend time with you, but they don't really know those really specific things about you that you do want to share with that particular person. And so this can lead you to wanting to break that silence. This could lead you to want to reach out to them to share with them because you have this imagined response that they might have, and they may even have a positive response, but you have to be respecting of their decision to end the relationship and giving them that time to grieve the relationship and for new things to happen. It's normal for there to be a lot that you want to share with your ex that you can't. This is a really normal type of situation, really common, because now you're having new experiences and you're seeing them through the lens of just you versus through the lens of a couple. But also don't make the mistake of thinking that because it can't be shared with this particular person that it's not meaningful. We know that it can feel that way sometimes, but even how you look back at it later on might be different, whether you share with your ex or not. So right now we understand that you are missing somebody close to you, and this is a part of it.
Absolutely. It's so hard to not let them know what's going on with you, because you're desperately wanting to reconnect. You're desperately wanting to show changes. You're desperately wanting the situation to turn around. And you feel like telling them will change everything. Right?
Yeah. So in this scenario, instead of reaching out to them, which might not be the best decision to make when you are going through a breakup, and especially if you're trying to repair, instead, give them that space, but think about ways that you can express this. We know that you do have people around you that love you, likely, that you can share these things with. Also, journaling can be really helpful too. My hand cramps up after I write for a long time, and so an audio journal can be helpful. I have this little recorder that I've had since doing my thesis, so it has random recordings of agriculture in Puerto Rico on it, and also a lot of my thoughts and feelings. So you can find a little recorder and literally speak, journal, voice journal what's going on, things that you're excited about, goals, dreams, things that are even next, or just sitting with these things, right? Sometimes just taking a moment to say, wow, life has changed a lot. And this is different, and it feels weird to be in this new reality without the person I care about. But let me sit with this. Let me see what this is like, and let me explore what good can come from it. So allowing the silence to exit without rushing to fill it in all the time. So being able to hold your own experiences again is how you start to build up that internal strength.
And that is a major component of turning a situation around, is being able to sit with these feelings, these thoughts, these changes, these realizations of, now I understand what you needed. Now I understand what you wanted. And just sitting with those things and not forcing the reconnect, which is what you really get overwhelmed to do.
And I'll also add that many of you, if you do get the chance to speak with your ex again, and when you do, many of you do end up word vomiting everything that's happened in that moment because you have been holding it in this entire time. So we warn you about that too, that sometimes like what's been happening and what's new in your life can overshadow the moment of reconnecting with your ex. They can ask a simple like, how are you? And you're like, oh my gosh, I've been up to this, that, and the other. And it can just feel very overwhelming. So yes, these things are important. You may have the opportunity at some point to share these things, but try to remove the urgency from it, right? There can be this feeling of, oh my gosh, I need to tell them right away. I'm so excited. But try to remove the urgency and temper things, take things slow.
I was going to say the interesting component of that is the opposite side, where your ex will actually do all these very things when you stay calm and relaxed and allow them to reach out to you when they're ready. They'll be the one to tell you all these things. They'll be the ones to share everything that's happened. They'll be the ones to open up and share all these, oh, this is what happened with my family, and this is what happened with work, and this is what happened with school. All of those things, you're going to hear them if you allow them. And that is what you want. You want to get all that information and hear what's going on. So that's why you say when you're meeting up with your ex, you really want to listen to what they have to say and hear their thoughts and feelings about things and their side to life more than talking, because you want to see what they're going to tell you.
Exactly.
All right. So hopefully this one's been helpful to you. If you'd like to get our help personally, you could do that on my website, askcraig.net. I do email coaching and I do Zoom calls. Victoria is also available for Zoom calls.
I'm here whenever you'd like to chat.
Just click on her name on the top of the website to schedule with her. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And we will talk with you soon.